The idea of happiness. The thought that we can define it. Such a motivator that Paula Francis has spent much of the last 7 years walking toward it.
We love you!
Chronicle met up with Francis near the end of her amazing journey, a homecoming in Shrewsbury. We just could not wait to ask. All of this for happiness.
It's important, of course.
Have you found it? Okay, we'll get to that in a minute, but let's rewind to the beginning of this 10,000-mile cross-country sneaker-eating, if you're curious, 19 pairs, pilgrimage. Why would anyone do such a thing?
The intent is to meet people where they are and have conversations with them about what matters most in life, because that's a very important question. You know, when you think about it, we all want to be happy.
It all began in 2012, the initial walk from Vermont to Washington.
One of the sad things from this walk that I've come away with is that some people don't even reflect on that question.
Paula didn't just walk. She says about every 5 miles, she would stop and ask strangers what matters most.
The only way to really know is to ask people.
People from different backgrounds, different environments, asking about goals, families, jobs. The answers ran the gamut.
Peace, love, and happiness, those 3 things.
You got to be proper with people, treat them with respect.
Caring about your friends and neighbors from the heart.
Paula says so much of what she heard had one thing in common.
Well, our social connectedness. Yes, I mean, that's not surprising, is it?
In Louisiana, ranked the happiest state with the 5 happiest cities by the Wall Street Journal, she didn't necessarily find the best schools, the most fruitful opportunities, or even the wealthiest people. But she did find something else.
And they certainly do celebrate a lot. They love food. They love their social connections. I think I can say with great confidence that our relationships matter. Right? Our social connections matter the most. Our family, our friends.
We have heard this before.
Feeling joy because of the people that you're with.
We have seen it.
One of the things that really makes me happy is getting to spend time with my mom.
And we have certainly all felt it. But it's not just family and friends.
It's not the label on the relationship, so it's not being married or having children. It's about the quality of the relationship. Do you have people in your life who care about you, who you can be your authentic self with, who you can engage in meaningful conversations with? It's having people who you care about and who care about you.
And despite what social media might have us believe, happiness is not in the number.
It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
Connection, generations of joy, a mother's touch, laughter amongst old friends. Happiness might just be all around us, as easy to attain as simply reaching out.
Paula was not alone on her journey the whole time. Not only did some friends join her, she tells us for a brief period a mountain lion walked alongside her. She kept her cool, and eventually the cat got bored and walked away. The Happiness Walk is part of a larger organization trying to convince lawmakers to put happiness and well-being at the center of public policy making. Is happiness a state of mind? We'll find out next.